Have you been told that slowing blood flow, low energy, and bedroom struggles are just part of getting older, or worse, that the only solution for men over 50 comes in a little blue pill? The real problem isn't aging. It's what you're unknowingly doing every single day that silently shuts down circulation, testosterone, and vitality. In this video, I'll reveal a simple 2-ingredient combination that helps restore blood flow naturally, starting from the inside out. I'm Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a naturopath and health educator with over 40 years of clinical experience. Tell me where you're watching from, and remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss what your doctor never told you. As men move past 50, I often hear the same quiet concern whispered in my clinic. Doctor, why does my body feel like it's slowing down? You notice it first as fatigue, colder hands and feet, weaker morning energy, or changes in performance that don't feel like you. Most men are told this is just aging, but biologically, that's not the full truth. What's really happening is a gradual stiffening of the blood vessels, combined with lower nitric oxide production and shifting testosterone levels. These changes reduce how efficiently blood moves through your body, especially to areas that matter most for strength, stamina, and vitality. Inside your arteries is a delicate lining called the endothelium. When you're younger, it's flexible and responsive, releasing nitric oxide that tells blood vessels to relax and widen. After 50, inflammation, blood sugar spikes, poor sleep, and stress quietly damage this lining. Blood vessels become less elastic, circulation slows, and oxygen delivery drops. This isn't about one bad birthday. It's about years of small daily habits adding up. The body is still capable of strong blood flow, but it needs the right signals again. Emotionally, this can feel frustrating and even embarrassing. You may look in the mirror and feel the same inside, yet your body doesn't respond the way it used to. Many men over 50 internalize this, thinking they're failing or losing masculinity. I want you to hear this clearly. Your body isn't broken. It's responding exactly as biology predicts when circulation and hormonal signals weaken, and that means it can respond again when those signals are restored. Here's a simple practical shift you can start today. Begin paying attention to circulation cues, not just symptoms. Warmth in your hands, steady energy after meals, deeper sleep, and consistent morning alertness are signs blood flow is improving. Support this by moving your body gently but daily, even a 10-minute walk after meals. This alone increases nitric oxide and improves insulin sensitivity, two major drivers of blood flow in men over 50. Small actions send powerful biological messages. Most importantly, stop blaming age alone. Aging is not the cause, it's the context. The real drivers are habits that silently restrict circulation long before symptoms appear. When you understand this, everything changes because now you're no longer fighting time, you're working with your biology. And in the next chapter, I'll reveal the everyday habit that quietly strangles blood flow for millions of men without them ever realizing it. There is one daily habit I see in men over 50 that quietly sabotages blood flow more than almost anything else. And most men believe it's helping them. It's the over-reliance on constant quick energy, refined carbohydrates, sugary snacks, frequent grazing, and stimulants used to push through fatigue. On the surface, it feels harmless. A piece of toast, a sweet drink, a mid-afternoon snack. But biologically, every spike in blood sugar triggers inflammation inside your blood vessels, and that inflammation directly reduces nitric oxide, the molecule that allows arteries to relax and widen. When blood sugar rises rapidly, insulin surges to bring it down. Over time, especially after 50, cells become less responsive. This is called insulin resistance, and it stiffens the artery walls from the inside. Your endothelium becomes irritated, less flexible, and less able to signal healthy circulation. Blood flow slows, oxygen delivery drops, and energy crashes follow. That's why so many men feel tired after meals, foggy in the afternoon, and strangely wired at night. It's not weakness, it's chemistry. Emotionally, this habit sneaks in because you're trying to function. You want energy for work, for family, for life, so you reach for what gives fast relief. I understand that. But every time you do, you're asking your body to trade short-term stimulation for long-term circulation damage. Over years, this shows up as poor stamina, sleep disruption, lower testosterone signaling, and changes in performance that feel sudden but are anything but. Here's the practical shift I want you to try. Stop feeding fatigue with sugar and start stabilizing blood flow instead. Begin your day with protein and healthy fats before any carbohydrates. Space your meals so insulin has time to return to baseline. And after eating, move your body gently for even 5 minutes. This simple habit increases nitric oxide naturally and protects your blood vessels from post-meal inflammation. Men over 50 often notice steadier energy within days. Once you remove constant blood sugar spikes, circulation has room to recover. Blood vessels relax, energy smooths out, sleep improves, and the body becomes responsive again. This one change alone restores a foundation many men haven't felt in years. But there's something even more powerful you can add. Because in the next chapter, I'll show you the exact 2-ingredient combination that directly reawakens blood flow at the cellular level. Now let's talk about the simple 2-ingredient combination that surprises most men over 50 because it works with your biology, not against it. The first is beetroot, and the second is raw or lightly cooked garlic. Individually, they're helpful. Together, they create a powerful signal for blood flow that your body still knows how to respond to, even later in life. This isn't a stimulant and it's not a drug. It's a biological nudge that reminds your blood vessels how to relax again. Here's what's happening inside your body. Beetroot is rich in natural nitrates. When you consume them, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, the very molecule that tells arteries to widen and improve circulation. Garlic works differently, but just as importantly. It reduces oxidative stress and inflammation inside the endothelium, protecting nitric oxide so it doesn't get destroyed before it can do its job. Think of beetroot as turning the faucet on, and garlic as keeping the pipes clean and open. After 50, this matters more than ever. Testosterone signaling, energy production, and even mental sharpness all depend on efficient blood flow. When circulation improves, cells receive more oxygen and nutrients, and hormonal messages travel more effectively. Many men notice warmer extremities, steadier energy, and improved performance not because testosterone suddenly spikes, but because blood flow allows existing hormones to work properly again. Emotionally, this is empowering. You're not forcing your body to do something unnatural. You're removing friction. Men often tell me they feel more alive within a week, not hyper, just steady and confident. That's circulation returning. That's your system remembering how it's supposed to feel. Here's how to use this combination practically. Use beetroot in a simple form, like a small glass of beet juice or cooked beetroot with a meal once a day. Pair it with 1 clove of crushed garlic, allowed to sit for 10 minutes before consuming to activate its compounds. Timing matters more than dosage. Take this earlier in the day or before light movement, like a walk, so nitric oxide is used, not wasted. Avoid taking it late at night when circulation naturally slows. Consistency is key. This isn't about megadoses or chasing a sensation. It's about daily signaling. When done consistently, this combination supports blood flow, energy, and testosterone balance without stressing your system. And once circulation improves, something remarkable happens to sleep, stamina, and confidence, which is exactly what we'll explore next, because better blood flow transforms far more than you expect. When blood flow begins to improve, the first thing most men over 50 notice isn't what they expect. It's not about dramatic changes or sudden bursts of energy. It's subtle at first. You wake up feeling a little more rested. Your hands and feet feel warmer. That heavy, dragging fatigue after meals starts to fade. Biologically, this makes perfect sense. Improved circulation means more oxygen and nutrients are reaching your muscles, brain and organs consistently, not in short bursts followed by crashes. Sleep is often the earliest transformation. Better blood flow supports the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for deep rest and repair. When circulation improves, your heart doesn't have to work as hard at night. Cortisol levels drop and melatonin signaling becomes more stable. Men who struggled with restless sleep or waking at 3 a.m. often report deeper, more refreshing rest within weeks. This isn't a sleep pill effect. It's your body finally able to repair itself properly. Energy follows naturally. Instead of relying on stimulants, your cells begin producing energy more efficiently. Mitochondria, the power centers of your cells, depend on oxygen delivery. When blood flow improves, they work better. That's why men often describe a steady, calm energy rather than jittery motivation. You can focus longer, think more clearly, and move through the day without feeling drained by mid-afternoon. Performance, both physical and intimate, is deeply tied to circulation. Blood flow is the foundation of endurance, strength, and responsiveness. Improved circulation supports healthy nerve signaling and tissue sensitivity, which many men over 50 quietly worry about. When blood arrives consistently and fully, confidence returns because your body responds the way it's designed to. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about restoring function. Emotionally, this shift is powerful. You stop bracing for exhaustion. You stop planning your day around fatigue. You start trusting your body again. That trust reduces stress, which further improves blood flow in a positive cycle. Men often tell me they feel more present, more engaged, and more themselves. To support this transformation, keep stacking simple habits. Light movement after meals, consistent sleep timing, and hydration all enhance circulation. Avoid late-night heavy meals that divert blood flow away from repair. These small choices compound quickly once circulation improves. What's important to understand is that better blood flow doesn't just fix one symptom. It resets multiple systems at once. And once you experience this foundation, the question becomes how to maintain it safely and long-term, which is exactly what we'll address in the next chapter. The biggest difference I see between men who get short-term improvement and those who experience real lasting change comes down to how they use this consistently and safely. This combination is powerful precisely because it's gentle. That means it works best when it's part of a rhythm, not a quick fix. Your blood vessels respond to repeated signals over time. When you give the body steady cues that support nitric oxide and reduce inflammation, circulation improves gradually and stays improved. Let's talk safety first, because that's important. If you're on blood thinning medication or have been advised to limit nitrates for a medical reason, you should speak with your healthcare provider before using beetroot regularly. Garlic, especially in raw form, can also thin the blood slightly. For most men over 50, 1 clove daily is well tolerated, but more is not better. This is about signaling, not overwhelming your system. Consistency matters more than intensity. Use the beetroot and garlic once a day, most days of the week. You don't need to feel anything dramatic. In fact, if you chase a sensation, you're missing the point. The real changes happen quietly: steadier energy, better sleep, improved circulation markers over time. Pairing this with light daily movement amplifies the effect because nitric oxide is used during movement, reinforcing the signal to your blood vessels. Stack this with simple habits that protect circulation. Prioritize sleep because most vascular repair happens at night. Stay hydrated. as blood volume affects flow efficiency. Avoid late-night heavy meals that pull blood away from repair processes. These are not restrictions, they're supports. Men over 50 thrive when the body feels safe and predictable. Emotionally, this approach restores confidence because it's sustainable. You're no longer jumping from supplement to supplement or relying on stimulants. You're building a foundation your body recognizes. Many men tell me they feel calmer knowing they're supporting their health instead of fighting it. Here's the final insight I want you to remember. This works long term only if you stop thinking in terms of fixing symptoms and start thinking in terms of supporting systems. Blood flow is a system. When you nourish it consistently, everything built on top of it improves. And that realization, understanding you're in control again, is where real change begins. As we finish, I want you to remember something important. Your body was designed to adapt, repair, and stay strong, even as a man over 50. Fatigue, low energy, circulation issues, and loss of confidence are not life sentences. They are messages, signals asking for the right support, not more force. When you focus on blood flow, everything downstream improves: energy, sleep, testosterone signaling, and performance. Not through quick fixes, but through small, consistent choices that respect your biology. That's where real vitality comes from. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me your age and the one health goal that matters most to you right now, because this community grows stronger when men support each other. Remember, your best years aren't behind you. They're built quietly, daily, by what you choose to do next.